On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Freight.
Goods or cargo that are transported by land, sea, or air. The transportation of goods or cargo by land, sea, or air.
Examples:
Freight transport. Freight cost. The large freight shipment arrived at the port early in the morning.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Illegal.
Not allowed by law.
Examples:
Illegal drugs. Child of illegal immigrants. The customs agents seized the illegal shipment.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Whiskey.
A type of distilled alcoholic beverage made from fermented grains, typically barley, corn, rye, or wheat, aged in barrels and often consumed straight or with mixers.
Examples:
Bootleg whiskey. Whiskey barrel. I enjoy a glass of whiskey on the rocks after a long day.
Unintended.
Not planned or meant.
Examples:
Unintended bias. Unintended misunderstanding. Excessive human interference in the global environment may bring unintended consequences.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Prohibition.
The act of not allowing something, or an order that does so, especially by law or authority.
Examples:
Driving prohibition. Prohibition of alcohol. There were no prohibitions against excessive overtime.
Nationwide.
Extending throughout an entire nation.
Examples:
Nationwide strike. Nationwide network. This is a nationwide campaign to recruit women into trade unions.
Ban.
To officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
Ban gender-related job discrimination. Ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Alcohol.
A clear liquid that can make people drunk and is used in medicines, cleaning products, etc.
Examples:
Stop drinking alcohol. Diluted alcohol. There is a clear association between alcohol consumption and cognitive decline.
Heel.
The rounded back part of the foot below the ankle, someone who is morally reprehensible. Verb, to follow someone or something.
Examples:
Heel bone. Heel wrestler. She wore high heels to the party.
Traction.
The action or ability to pull something along a surface without sliding.
Examples:
Increase traction on ice. Electronic traction. His leg was in traction for weeks after the accident.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Saloon.
A place of business, typically a bar or tavern, that serves alcoholic drinks and often features entertainment or social activities.
Examples:
Saloon cabin. Western-style saloon. She sat on a bar stool in the saloon, sipping her whiskey and watching the live music.
Temperance.
Moderation or restraint, especially in the consumption of alcohol. The movement in the United States and other countries advocating for reduced or eliminated alcohol consumption and temperate behavior.
Examples:
Temperance society. Temperance pledge. The temperance movement was a push to ban alcohol consumption in the United States in the early 1900s.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples:
Domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Convince.
To persuade someone or make someone believe that something is true.
Examples:
Convince her to go with us. Convince an opponent. I am considering what I should do to convince him.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Moderate.
Being within reasonable limits, not excessive or extreme.
Examples:
Moderate growth. Moderate risk. He had a moderate understanding of the topic but needed further research.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Sector.
A distinct part or division of something often used to refer to a segment of an economy or industry, an area or field of work or activity.
Examples:
Industrial sector. Private sector. The technology sector is constantly evolving and innovating.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Neglect.
To not give enough care or attention to something, to leave something undone.
Examples:
Neglect to call. Neglect ethical issues. He neglected his health to make the project a success.
Abuse.
The use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
The problem of drug abuse. Victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Protestant.
Belonging to or connected with a member of a Western Christian church that is separate from the Roman Catholic Church and that is based on the teachings of Martin Luther and other reformers.
Examples:
Moderate Protestant groups. Protestant Church. The Protestant Reformation was a major event in the history of Christianity.
Denounce.
To speak out against, to strongly criticize something or someone.
Examples:
Denounce a statement. Denounce a heresy. He denounced the actions of the corrupt official.
Temptation.
The desire to do or have something that you know you should not do or have, the act of influencing by exciting hope or desire.
Examples:
Withstand temptation. Many temptations. Researchers often succumb to the temptation of accolades and commit research misconduct.
Sin.
The offense against a religious or moral law or against God.
Examples:
Forgive a sin. Sin of omission. Some overzealous environmentalists claim celebrities are committing carbon dioxide sins.
Progressive.
Relating to or supporting development or advancement, especially social or political one.
Examples:
Progressive taxation. Progressive development. The progressive approach to education emphasizes hands-on learning and student-centered classrooms.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples.
Seasonal labor. Manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Consumption.
The amount used or eaten, the act of using up a resource such as energy, food, or materials.
Examples.
Average fuel consumption. The consumption of food. In our country, water consumption usually decreases during the winter.
Settler.
A person who moved with a group of others to live in a different country or area.
Examples.
New settlers. Settlers on some foreign shore. A large proportion of railway workers in settler colonies were white.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples.
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Liquor.
An alcoholic beverage that is distilled rather than fermented, such as whiskey or gin, alcohol in general.
Examples.
Liquor store. Craft liquor. She poured a glass of her favorite liquor and enjoyed it slowly.
Rum.
A distilled alcoholic beverage made from sugarcane or molasses, often aged and typically with a sweet, rich, or spicy flavor.
Examples.
Rum cocktail. Spiced rum. The rum in the pina colada gave the drink its signature kick.
Native.
Connecting with or describing someone's birth country or place of birth, or someone born in a specific country or place.
Examples.
Native to Africa. Native language. The vegetation here is almost wholly native.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples.
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples.
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples.
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Destructive.
causing or able to cause tremendous and irreparable damage.
Examples:
Lead to destructive behavior. A habit destructive to health. It was the most destructive storm in decades.
Aspect:
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Interaction:
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples:
The interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Reserve:
To keep something for future use or contingency. To obtain or arrange something, such as a meeting, seat, etc., in advance.
Examples:
Reserve the right. Reserve a concert ticket. You can easily reserve seats over the telephone.
Victory:
A success in a game, competition, election, or battle, or the knowledge that you have won.
Examples:
Victory in the law court. Victory over terrorism. We are optimistic about our final victory.
Amendment:
The act or the process of changing something, especially a document or proposed new law.
Examples:
Constitutional amendment. Make an amendment to a contract. The opposition politicians jointly proposed an amendment to that law.
Constitution:
The set of fundamental principles or established precedents that a state, a country, or an organization is governed by, the act of forming or establishing something.
Examples:
The national constitution. The national constitution. When the Constitution is amended, it often creates a great deal of controversy throughout the country.
Manufacture:
To make goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines.
Examples:
Manufacture an enzyme. Manufacture a product. The majority of synthetic vitamins are manufactured from oil.
Transport:
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Beverage:
A drink of any type.
Examples:
Food and beverage. Alcoholic beverages. Bring a snack or beverage to satisfy your appetite.
Wealth:
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Distill.
To purify or refine, to extract the essential elements.
Examples:
Distill a liquid. Distill information. She decided to distill her thoughts into a more manageable list.
Brew.
To make beer or tea by mixing a substance with hot water.
Examples:
Brew a cup of tea. Brew beer. I am going to brew some coffee this morning.
Winery.
A facility where grapes are processed and wine is made and stored. Often includes areas for tasting, tours, and sales.
Examples:
Winery tour. Boutique winery. She works as a sommelier at a prestigious winery in Napa Valley.
Lucrative.
Producing a great deal of profit, financially rewarding.
Examples:
Lucrative deal. Lucrative market. Investing in real estate can be a lucrative business if done correctly.
Smuggle.
To import or export something or someone without paying appropriate customs duties, often illegally.
Examples:
Smuggle drugs. Smuggle herself out of a country. He was able to smuggle a gun inside the prison.
Illicit.
Forbidden by law, rules, or custom, not approved of or socially acceptable.
Examples:
Illicit drugs. Illicit trade. He was arrested for his illicit activities in the black market. Corruptible. Capable of being made to do something dishonest or immoral. Examples: corruptible officials. Corruptible judges. Bureaucracies are more corruptible than other systems or organizations. Bomb. A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something. Examples: atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law. Elect. To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something. Examples: elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Speakeasy.
A place where alcoholic beverages were illegally sold and consumed in the United States during the period of Prohibition, 1920 to 1933, a secret, hidden, or unlicensed establishment where alcohol or other illegal activities may take place.
Examples:
Prohibition-era speakeasy, underground speakeasy. The entrance to the speakeasy was hidden behind a bookshelf.
Dingy.
Dark, gloomy, and dirty.
Examples:
Dingy apartment. Dingy lighting. The dingy room needed a fresh coat of paint.
Basement.
A room or a part of a building that is partly or entirely below ground level.
Examples:
For basement floor. Church basement. Underground rivers flow over a basement layer that is impervious to water.
Elaborate.
Containing a lot of carefully prepared and organized or many complicated and detailed parts.
Examples:
An elaborate hat. Elaborate Ponzi scheme. He proposed an elaborate program of public works.
Obtain.
To get something, especially by making a great effort.
Examples:
Obtain a license. Obtain a bid. Where can I obtain the application form?
Prescription.
A written or spoken instruction that directs a medical practitioner to prescribe a specific treatment or medication for a patient.
Examples:
Prescription drugs. Fill the prescription. I need to refill my prescription for allergy medication at the pharmacy.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Poisonous.
Containing or producing toxic substances, harmful or dangerous to living beings, often causing illness, injury, or death, capable of causing serious harm or destruction.
Examples:
Poisonous plants. Poisonous chemicals. Some species of poisonous snakes can be deadly to humans if bitten.
Regulate.
To control something, especially by means of rules or laws.
Examples:
Regulate blood sugar levels. Regulate our conduct. We must manage to regulate our expenditure.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Corruption.
Dishonest, harmful, or illegal behavior, especially of people in positions of power.
Examples:
Corruption accusation. Federal corruption charges. Rampant corruption led to a loss of trust in the government.
Flout.
To openly disregard or disobey a rule, law, convention, or authority, to mock or ridicule something or someone.
Examples:
Flout his order. Flout the rules. The politician decided to flout the law and run for office, despite being ineligible.
Raid.
A sudden short attack, usually by soldiers, ships, or aircraft.
Examples:
Make a raid on an enemy's camp. Air raid siren. Throughout the raid, the bank robbers wore masks.
Sheriff.
In the U.S., a government official who is responsible for keeping law and order within a particular county or town.
Examples:
Sheriff court. Deputy sheriff. The sheriff kept establishing order in the town.
Congressperson.
A person who belongs to a Congress, especially a member of the U.S. House of Representatives, congressman. Congressperson is used to avoid gender discrimination.
Examples:
Hawkish congressperson. Former congressperson. The term of a congressperson is 2 years.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Depression.
A mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
The Great Depression. The root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Sorely.
To a great extent, greatly or severely, in a way that causes pain, distress, or hardship.
Examples:
Sorely missed. Sorely in need. I was sorely disappointed when my favorite team lost the game.
Revenue.
The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples:
Tax revenue, annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Stimulate.
To encourage something to develop or become more active, to stir the feelings or emotions.
Examples:
Stimulate the economy. Stimulate the nervous system. The book stimulated my imagination.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Congress.
A formal meeting of the representatives of different countries, constituent states, organizations, trade unions, political parties, or other groups.
Examples:
An international congress. Peace Congress. Congress must consider this proposal in an unusual situation.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.